Hey everybody, welcome to J Stern Designs. Today what I would like to do is show you how to unbox your new sewing machine or serger. So when you get a new machine, it's super exciting. Like for this video, I'm going to be unboxing my new Ovation Serger from Babylock, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. So I get caught up in that feeling and I just literally wanted to tear the box open and set it up and start serging. So what I want to do is just give you a few steps that you can take to open your machine the right way, so later on you're going to be happy. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have the proper tools to open your machine. Now, you get your machine into your sewing room and what happens? You don't have any paper scissors. You're very tempted to use your expensive, sharp fabric scissors, and you say to yourself, it's just this once. Don't be tempted. Get yourself your paper scissors and have those ready to go, because you don't want to damage your fabric scissors. The next thing you want to think about is you want to make sure when you're opening the box, you're not gouging into the box, and you don't want to use something super sharp like a box cutter or an X-Acto knife, because if you push down too deeply through the box, and depending on how the box opens, it may open down the center, or it may have a lid. This one has a lid. You might damage something that's right underneath the top of the box, like paperwork, the warranty, or other things. So you want to sort of be careful when you're opening the box using paper scissors, not your fabric scissors. So you'll notice that this machine, this Babylock, has these strappings on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut those off. Sometimes you can slide them off, but these are not really useful to keep for later use because they're very hard to get back on. So I'm just going to cut those off. All right, so the next thing you want to do is take a minute and look at the box and kind of decide, you know, how it was shut, or where the tape is, and then you can use your paper scissors to cut open the tape. So this machine was just closed by those strappings. So I'm just going to carefully, I'm going to turn it this way so you can see. You can see it's got this little paper latch. Just take a second and pull that back and lift up the lid. Okay, so now I can lift the second lid, and you can see I had all sorts of stuff that I didn't want to damage. There's an extra presser foot in here. And then my instruction manual and my paperwork is right on top. So if I had gouged through this box, I would have damaged this paperwork. So I'm going to move that out of the way. All right. The next thing you want to look at is there's probably some styrofoam packing in here. That's super critical to keep intact, because if you ever need to ship this machine somewhere, you want to be able to pack it as is so it doesn't get damaged in shipping. This packaging was specially designed for this machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the parts that are on top of the styrofoam. Now that I've removed everything from this styrofoam, I'm just going to lift it carefully out of the box. All right, so I'm just going to lift it. All right. So, and I'm going to put that somewhere where it's not going to get crushed. Put it down here for now. I've put the box on the floor now because this machine is pretty heavy, so I don't want to have to try to lift it up and over the box while it's sitting on my table. So I'm going to reach down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach down, I'm going to bend my knees, because I know this sounds silly, but if you just bend over like this and pick it up using your arm and your shoulder, you may hurt your back, and then you're not going to want to use it. So I'm going to bend my knees, I'm going to reach in, and I'm going to lift it up and lift it onto the table using my knees. Now, if you're lucky enough to have someone to help you lift it out of the box, that's also a good thing. But if you're by yourself, or if you can lift these things by yourself, then certainly do it, but do it the right way. Bend your knees, reach down, and lift it. If you can lift it with two hands, that's even better. But don't just use your back, because if you strain your back, then serging isn't going to be fun, or sewing is not going to be fun on your new machine. All right, so the next thing is I just want to inspect the bottom of the box to make sure there's nothing in there that I need. I'm just going to look. And I can see that I have some more paperwork, so I'm just going to put that over here. I'm just going to move my new exciting serger out of the way. This is the styrofoam that was in the box. And notice how it's molded. It's got openings in here that are designed for the serger to sit right in there without it crashing around in the box. And the top portion has grooves to put some of the accessories. So it's really important to take care of this. So the inside of the box also has styrofoam in it, and it's a styrofoam base that the serger sits in, but it also has little guides for the top piece of styrofoam to fit neatly on top of it. So before you start playing with your serger, you want to put the styrofoam, the top piece, back in the box and then put the box away. Now see, in this case, see these little feet that are sticking out right here? They're going to sit into the holes that are the exact same shape in the bottom of the box. So I'm just going to put that back in there, nice and neat, being careful not to break the styrofoam. Okay. All right, let me lift it up so you can see now. The test is if you can close all the flaps without pressing down or mutilating or bending the styrofoam's inserted back into the box correctly. So I'm just going to close the flaps. I'm going to just shut the lid. I'm just going to shut that up like that. And now this box is safe and ready to put away. I would store it in a cool, dry place, and maybe make a note of where you put it, because God knows I have so many things stored so many places that I forget. So just make a note somewhere, just reminding yourself where you're going to store this. All right, so that's how you open your new sewing machine or serger. If you are doing that right now, congratulations. I'm super excited for you. I know personally, I am so excited to start working with this new serger. My old serger is 17 years old, so I'm glad I took the time to open the box properly. I'm going to go put it away, and then I'm going to plug my machine in, and I'm going to start playing with it.